Hello there, hope you are having a great day. My name is Kirk. If you don't know me, I am an avid Blackmagic user. I've been using my 6K Pro now for about 2 or so years. It's pretty much been my only cinema/video camera for those last 2 or so years, and recently I've been pretty keen on upgrading that camera. Now, Blackmagic have been doing a lot of interesting stuff recently, and I'm very keen to get my hands on some of the new gear, mainly being the new Pixis that came out just around about a month ago. I had the chance to try out the full frame cinema camera, which was in the same body style as the 6K Pro, and I loved it, really loved the sensor, but I think it was really cool to see Blackmagic listen to the community and customers and bring out a box style camera. And yeah, they've been doing a lot of interesting other things recently as well. Like that full frame I just mentioned had a massive price cut recently, I think about 40% or so. So it was retailing for only like $1,500 US, which is insane, like a great bargain for people that wanted to grab that camera. And yeah, it's been an interesting time for Blackmagic users. And for me, I've been looking to purchase a new Blackmagic camera for quite some time now, mainly to work alongside my 6K Pro, as I've just had the one camera, I needed something to go along with it. So when Blackmagic introduced the Pixis, I was really excited to grab that, but a couple of issues came up in my own personal need requirement categories or criteria, I guess you could call it. I'm not turning this into a Pixis hating video or anything like that, because I'm really keen to test that out, and I think I might own one in the future. But for the moment, when I started to rig up the Pixis virtually and pick out what I wanted to get to actually make that function for me, I found that it was getting quite expensive. At $4,900 for the body itself, it's actually quite a good deal compared to some of the other things out there, but I found that as I was adding mounts, lenses to accommodate the new L mount, as well as batteries, monitors, rigging equipments, rods, all that type of good stuff, and especially some vintage lenses I really wanted to get with the camera, I found myself doubling the cost of the Pixis just to use it and get it workable in my workflow. So I quickly set out on going onto eBay and finding an alternative in the meantime that would complement my 6K Pro, which brings me to the new camera I purchased. Now, I'm not sure if I got the Blackmagic deal of the decade, as I like to call it, but I think I got a pretty good deal in the end. Once I show you the kit I bought, I'm really keen to hear your thoughts on whether or not you think I got a good deal or if I should have gone with something else. In the end, I did decide to go with a second-hand kit, as I thought I would get a lot more value out of what I was purchasing. So again, after scouring eBay for weeks, I came across this kit that I couldn't pass up, and I had to grab it. And that camera and kit is my new Blackmagic Ursa 4.6K G2. And I've been really enjoying using it so far. Now, this camera is almost 5 years old now or so, and the price that I got for it definitely reflects that. And it's been really interesting so far to use because it really ticked all the boxes for what I wanted, and I got a great deal on it in what I think. And I have to say that this was before Blackmagic actually dropped the price for the Ursa G2 to its retailers by, I think, about 50%. Essentially, I did get the camera for the exact same price that you can purchase it new now, or at least if Blackmagic still have those sales on at the moment. But I got it for that price, plus all these other accessories that came along with the camera and a few different lenses as well, which is what really made me go out and pick up this camera once I saw the listing. So alongside the Ursa 4.6K G2 that I got, which was just the body only, I also got a top handle with it. I got the EVF that attaches on the top of the camera. I got 3 V-mount batteries alongside a V-mount battery charging dock. I also got the shoulder mount alongside of the remote trigger handle. I got 2 CFast cards, both 256 gigabytes. A CFast card reader from Angelbird. Alongside the camera and all of that kit, I also got the Sigma 18-35, a Samyang 50mm and 85mm Cine lens, and also the Tokina 11-16 prime. I also got a nice but weathered, I guess I could say, carry bag to carry everything inside of, which I actually love. And also I got a little shotgun mic as well too with it, which has come in quite handy. Although I have to admit, I don't really use that shotgun mic. I use my Sennheiser one that I have here. And when I put the rig all together, just like the Ursa is known for, I can use the shoulder mount to put it up on my shoulder. I can take it all off to use it handheld, or I can use it on a tripod using the VCT quick attachment plate. And as I mentioned, I got all of that for around about 4,800 Australian dollars. Now the Pixis by itself was about 4,900 Australian, so I got it for pretty much the same price as the Pixis in the end, plus all the accessories I mentioned. And that's why I really thought it was a good deal. I love that with the fact with this camera is that all I need is a V-mount battery on the back, as well as like the lens and top handle. And I've pretty much got myself a you could call it very much so like a run and gun rig if you wanted to. Plus, there's plenty of people out there that have been using this camera for over 5 years or so now, and they've really proven how you can rig this camera up and do whatever you want to it, just like a box style camera you'd want, or you can keep it quite small. And I also do like how, although the screen is quite small, you can flip it out and it's got a nice little viewing thing that you can do here. But most importantly, I'm so impressed by the sensor of this camera. I've already used it on a couple of jobs so far. It just has a different look and feel to it versus my 6K Pro, although it does complement it quite well. But I love the colors and especially the dynamic range that come out of this camera. And when I put it into DaVinci Resolve, I can just switch it to Gen 5 color, and it matches pretty much spot on with my 6K Pro. So I'm really happy with it so far. I cannot wait to share with you more of the footage that I've shot with it. Did I get a good deal or not? I guess that is up to you to decide. Again, it's an older camera that is secondhand versus a new camera, so you have to take up those into account. And long story short, consider buying secondhand gear. You might get yourself a much better deal versus buying everything brand new, and you'll avoid a lot of that depreciation in the end. But let me know what your thoughts are. I'm keen to hear those in the comment section below. Have a wonderful day, and I gotta get out there and film a little bit more. So stay safe, and of course, do take care.